This is what's missing from the game. We seen a lot of tit for tat, you know, name calling, and we seen a lot of playing around, but we're not seeing the fights we need to see. So I think this will start something good.
Now, on the flip side, you got Gervonta Tank Davis, who just KO'd Frank Martin. Frank Martin had similar amount of fights as Keyshawn Davis has. What they did with after Tank knocked out Frank Martin, they said that Tank was cherry picking, fighting people that didn't have the experience that he has.
Right.
So do you think it would be the same thing if he was to fight Keyshawn and, you know, get the knockout and win that fight?
Honestly, I wouldn't think it would be the same, is because Keyshawn is a lot more confident than Frank Martin. He's a lot more experienced. When Tank was letting Frank Martin know that he wasn't ready, and he was saying to him, you know, you don't know enough, he was being honest about that. But the reason it mattered is because Frank Martin as an amateur, probably maybe 50, 60 fights. Keyshawn as an amateur, 100 plus fights, and an Olympian, you know what I mean? So that's a different caliber of guy. The confidence level is way different, you know what I mean? So Keyshawn would go in there and not be scared and not be afraid, and, you know what I mean, shoot his shots with confidence. So that's what would make it a lot better fight.
Now, also with Keyshawn on the other side, if he was to win that fight Tank and win that fight, come out victorious, what would that do for his career?
I mean, he's best in the world at 135. You got to be fair. I mean, if anybody else was to beat Tank, that's what they would say. So that's, I mean, he the guy now. I don't know if we would call him the face of boxing just yet, but he's the guy
at 135. Pick up with well, let's pick up. So if Keyshawn Davis is to come out victorious against Gervonta Tank Davis, if that fight was to happen, what does that do for his career?
I mean, he's automatically declared the number one guy in the world at 135 pounds. And the respect should be there. You know what I mean? That Tank is the guy. So if Keyshawn was to beat him, now he's the guy.
Gervonta Tank Davis is fired up after a leaked video from a recent Las Vegas brawl, showing him in a chaotic showdown with Keyshawn Davis and his entourage. The fight started at a private event, escalating from trash talk to full-blown chaos when Keyshawn's crew rushed Tank.
Hey, Tank, I see you. What's up, Tank? What's up, Tank?
Keyshawn Davis say him and Tank is like Sugar Ray, Roberto Duran, and Muhammad Ali, Sonny Liston, bro. Listen, I ain't mad. I would love to see that fight if Keyshawn go get that WBO belt. If Keyshawn can get that belt off of Barinchik, I would love to see Tank Davis versus Keyshawn Davis. But as I said in the video that we just shot, I want y'all to notice, Keyshawn said he feel like he can beat Tank Davis. He said he feel like he'll stop Devin Haney. When comparing this fight to Devin Haney, he said the fight with him and Devin Haney gonna be easy. But when he's talking about fighting Tank, he talking about all-time greats. He talking about he gotta watch out for Tank power. He gotta do this, he gotta do that. I'm telling y'all, bro, Tank Davis' peers hold him in much higher regard than what they hold Devin Haney, bro. Just listen to him talk. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But Keyshawn, you got Andy Cruz problems, and you can't fuck with Tank, bro. But I love to see it. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
Drinks flew, tables overturned, and Tank was left defending himself against multiple people, showcasing the kind of reflexes you'd expect from a world-class fighter. This brawl isn't just a random outburst. It's a major part of the trash talk that's been building between the two for months.
That shit was fun, I ain't gonna lie, cause I like a dude that ain't scared of me too, you know what I'm saying? Cause niggas be scared, I ain't sugarcoat, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be scared in there, you feel me? That's why I love sparring Terrence Crawford, you feel me? Cause he a nigga, you know, that nigga ain't Shakur, you know? they ain't scared of nothing. Cause niggas be scared. I ain't even sugarcoat. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be scared in there. You feel me? I love sparring Terrence Crawford. You feel me? Cause he a nigga. You know that nigga ain't Shakur. You know they ain't scared of nothing. They ain't worried about nothing, and they can fight too. So when it came to Tank, you know it was like that. You feel me? So yeah.
Keane has been calling out Tank, claiming he can beat him and even take out Devin Haney. Tank, known for his knockout power, brushed off Keane's challenges, but now with this leaked footage, the situation's heating up. Fans believe the chaos could be a tactic to hype up a fight, one that might be Tank's last before retirement in 2025.
Motivation, him being from DC, from Baltimore, going into this fight?
Not really. Like, I've been coming up and coming to DC like for a minute since I was young, so I don't really see like, you know, like the.
It's more so for the crowd. It ain't necessarily between me and him, DC, Baltimore, but
Yeah.
like for the crowd, it definitely is. As a area thing, it is.
Now, Tank, Roach said earlier today that, you know, he feels like the guys that you've knocked out recently don't have a chin. What's your response to that?
We got to test it, chin out. Come watch the first.
We ain't on that. Motherfuckers don't hit me.
What's your reaction to that, Lamont? You said, you know, you feel like
that's what
guys.
he got. That's what we gonna be in there for. He same thing. He.
Tank's response? He's more furious than ever. This leak not only hurts his reputation, but also adds fuel to the fire for a potential showdown. Keane, who's confident in his skills, sees this as his chance to become the top dog at 135 pounds. If he beats Tank, he cements his place as the best in the division. This fight is personal now, both in and out of the ring, and fans can't wait to see what happens next.
Hey, a world title. But also, we gonna come back to Norfolk, man, so y'all don't forget about me. Y'all keep supporting DB3. But a world title definitely gonna be next 2025. We got big plans for everybody in the boxing world. Hey, Gervonta, knock, knock.
You've been on that all week. Listen.
Tank said he's now the new face of boxing. What do you think?
For sure, he's the face of boxing. I don't have no problem with saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he deserves everything that's coming to him. He's the face of boxing for sure.
And he's that guy. You talked about how good Shakur is. Do you think people sleep on Tank's skills? Because they just see him as a knockout artist?
Who sleep on Tank's skills? Nah, nobody sleep on Tank. Like,
well, I'm just going because so many people just think he's a knockout artist, but I think they underestimate his boxing IQ.
And back in 2021, in August, I sparred Tank, and he's skilled. Like, he's skillfully. Like, he's like, you can watch me fight. You know, I'm skilled. When I got in the ring with him, he's skillfully great. He's great. Like, Tank is all the way around a great fighter for sure. He's for sure like just like Shakur the man. Tank the man too. Tank the man to beat right now because he got the popularity and the skill. You know what I'm saying? Shakur the man right now, but he's just not as popular as Tank.
Thanks for watching. Keep in touch with us by clicking on the subscribe button.